Hello, Internet. Welcome to the Dream Dominion. I'm Alice Steele.
I'm Nakura.
I'm Concordius, Lord Chaos.
We came back to town. I was gonna just see what he had, if we could afford anything, but he had stuff to say. Do you want to?
Spirit.
Okay, you got it. Okay. Sorry.
Low spirits. Heard you found another wisp of light from the old willow. Wisps and spirits wandering in Naiwen. Never thought I'd see the day. Things really are looking up round here, and not just in these glades.
Why is he old now?
I don't know. It was something with the way his text sounded that just made me think old wood, like an ant or something.
It sounds more like, to me, it sounds more like a Goron.
Hmm.
You know, like energetic and stuff. Alright, then.
I guess. No, when I hear it.
Oh, hey, this one.
It was just something with all that here.
Especially with the fact that he does
Fantastic!
the correct...
We'll get right on that.
Especially since he does all the construction around here.
Fantastic! That better?
Sure.
Came safe and ready to explore. Well, the entrance safe at least. Be careful down there.
Alright, so it looks like we need 8 for more tree houses. That'll probably allow me to easier access more of the town area. And 10 for this thing. So I need another 18 ores to complete it. So let's see what we got here. Yep, 18 more ores exist.
Base building. Ooh.
It's not really base building if you don't get to really pick anything, is it?
Close enough, I say.
I guess, maybe, for some people. Ah, I found a seed! Fire Moss Delight. Neat! With the days growing darker since the decay, light catchers are finding it harder to collect the light they need for their hanging bulbs. Okay. More tree plants. Oh, good. That makes it easier to get up there. Have you ever seen a fire moth? Beautiful, glowing creatures. Can't resist light catchers. They fly from bud to bud, following the light. Alright, still 2 more seeds in the game, it looks like. I don't have either of them. Apparently one of them's probably up in the icy place, though.
That would make sense.
You got any skills for me that are good? Let's see, we got an upgrade for Spike. Makes it explode.
Kabooming.
Boomerang Star. Tower. And Fire Aura, probably. Let's see. I don't want any of these more than I want the triple jump. I don't quite have enough to afford the triple jump, but I'm really close. Now, where... Okay. Let's go check out that cave. Down here. In the cave. Give me energy.
Spooky.
I'm already full on. I don't know if this is dark enough that I need that, but I want it. It makes it easier to see. I think it's about time. I think we can unpause that story we started last episode.
Alright. Just making sure, you know, nothing was happening, so yeah. Don't want to be interrupted again, or at least we could try to finish it. So it was around, never mind the fact that I take multiple optional debuffs, including foregoing having my gun be magical despite an enchantment placed on it, in an effort to justify purchasing silvered ammunition to make things more interesting. Keep the -2 transfer to bolt even after wizards remove that debuff. Also taking a fall that made my characters afraid of humanoid undead in an undead themed campaign. Bolts have pack tactics. You have an advantage on an attack roll against the creature if one of your allies is within 5 feet of the creature and the ally is incapacitated. Try to shoot an enemy grappling an ally. About to roll with advantage, but DM says no, that does not count because they cannot move. Yeah, but they can still take actions. Incapacitated is a specific status effect, but they cannot attack or move. Alright, you're the DM, I guess. Every time I get grappled, he forgets that raw acrobatics can be used to escape. He can rule that it doesn't apply as the DM, but he argues I'm going with raw. I don't think you can use acrobatics raw. I get that dexterity is frustrating first year stat, but multiple times he has tried to argue it cannot be used raw, and acts like I'm a power gamer for showing him otherwise. Oftentimes things like this only apply to me, the martial class, and not the other 3 spellcasting allies, because it doesn't make sense for me to be able to do something without magic. Rules that I can share a square with the ally being a small little lizard, neat. Then rules that targets gain partial cover as long as I'm sharing a square with an ally, or an ally is in an inner being square. Even the line of fire doesn't pass through the center of the allied square and consisted from the piercing shot rolling. Why though? Whenever I try to open the door by shooting off a lock, the door happens to be barred from the other side, so it makes no difference. Now I test the door to fill out whether or not it's barred first. Alright. In chase sequence, running through a crowd. All athletics to push away through the crowd. What the fuck? Can I not just slither around people since I'm so small, making acrobatics? No. Alright. During chase sequence, I result myself to run faster, make a constitution check. Save, yeah? Since I have proficient in constitution saves as a fighter. No, just a check. Do not add proficiency. That was a 14. Proficiency when made it success was a 16. Alright. I was adjacent to enemy we're chasing. I shoot with advantage using pack tactics. No, just roll normally since it's a chase. You could easily hop out of melee range from the ally. Fucking what? Alright, chasing ended up being scripted. No amount of planning or tactics could have stopped the one we were chasing. I'm less annoyed about the inconsistent DMing. More annoyed by so many DMs seem to hate martial classes. DMs will argue things don't make sense for non-magic users to do, but when it's convenient against the martial class. Meanwhile, justify all kinds of rules weirdness for magic users since it makes sense because magic. Those are DMs hate martial classes. And it for the record, I'm gonna go for a couple more sessions. Reason is there is a chase scene. Reason being, the chase scene nonsense peed at least 2 of the other players too, so it's not like it's just me.
So, pro tip GMs, if you don't want your players to go full Henderson. Don't do that. That's how you get Henderson.
And that's how
Okay,
you get absolute chaos.
And here's a short one, which...
Can you check out which order the main things go in?
What main things?
The main quests. Is it the... We did the Into the Moldwood. Are we supposed to go Beneath the Shifting Sands, Lost in Paradise, or the Highest Reach next?
Give me a sec. Okay, so what do you need me to be looking up again? Because the walkthrough I pulled up is just more of like, oh, you know, just will tell you things about the certain area you want to be in. So I'm gonna have to try something else.
Order of Wisps.
Oh. It says there's supposed to be a list to the top of the map, and it said that one's going to be the most difficult. So you would try to get all the ones up towards the bottom of the map first.
Okay. So it doesn't just give us straight, direct, this is the best order thing, huh?
And not that I'm seeing. It's like they're saying all of them, I think, except the top one, are accessible. It's just more of they're difficult rather than an absolute order you need to get them. Other than apparently the top one has a door blocking it off, to where it's like, no, you need to get all the other ones before you can even think about that one.
Yeah, that's
at least
this
from
one
what
up
I've
here.
seen.
That must be this one. Because I remember that being about what it was saying. It's like, you need like the heart of the forest or whatever to light up before you can do it, or something like that. Let's see here. Let's go here. Then we'll go left. Left nubbish. Try and go into that area. Maybe that's where we can get to. Whee! Alright, back to the story then. Or whatever next story we've got. Either way.
I found a new one that this would be a pretty funny one. It's called when your player set up a future NPC for you. Be me, 5e DM. Be not me, first time party made of level 3 rogue, cleric, bard, and fighter. Typical loadout. Boss mines of Delver. Party just defeated some bandits and bugbears. Bugbears have pet goblin they bully. He passed out from fear at the beginning of the fight. Party ties him up, waits for him to wake up. Goblin wakes up. These 3 dead bugbears. Rogue. I want to tell him he killed the bugbears. Okay, I guess. Rolls persuasion. Nat 20. Holy shit, thought JPEG. Goblin fully believes it. The rest of the party may steal to untie him if he agrees to not kill them. Goblin agrees. Goblin gets up, picks up spear off a fallen bugbear, walks out of the cave. I literally cannot wait to bring him back as a level 10 Eldritch Knight or something with an army of goblins, kobolds, and bugbears. Well, that was pretty nice, actually. Just that nat 20, it's just like,
Everything could go wrong.
Yep.
Chaotic evil diplomacy. Make friends with lost tribe of gnolls. Offer them halfling corpses peace offering. Entire dialogue is broken English and beast noises. End up joining on a large feast of charred meat where our halfling bard almost had to commit cannibalism for relations. Good sesh.
Yeah, sounds like fun. Alright then. Right. Oh. Okay, hi. Okay.
Questionable tactics. Rogue has a freak out because of a nightmare. Sorcerer, in attempt to calm him down,
not
restrains the rogue and then uses shape water to form a cube around the rogue's head. When asked why he was doing this, he responded that his plan was to drown the kobold into exhaustion so that he could be calmed down safely.
I mean, I guess.
Makes some
That's one.
sense, but also, bruh.
I mean, that was labeled chaotic evil diplomacy, right?
Ow.
No.
Come on.
Yeah, it's like, okay, swim.
You never checked on him. B party. Wake up in prison with NPCs. Artificer casts shatter to blow up prison walls. NPC falls over. Have to fight zombie. Fight ends. DM puts death marker on top of NPC's token. Click. What the fuck, they died? Or they dead? DM. Yeah, I was making death saves for him while you were fighting the zombie. Click. What the fuck, I've spared the dying, I will have stabilized him. DM. You never checked on him. Click. He never took any damage, why would he be dying? DM. He has been starving in a prison cell for months. Passed out due to exhaustion. Cleric and DM argue for like 3 minutes why NPC wouldn't die because of someone casting shatter 10 feet away from them.
See, here's an issue. Gotta keep in mind, there is a... Help.
There is a...
Sorry. How am I supposed to get up there and do that? I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to send it up this way, not the other way. That's how. I'm not getting it early enough for something. I am lost as to what I'm supposed to do here as well. This place is something.
Can you manipulate the bubble while in the water? Because if you
No.
could, probably could. Oh.
See, flap don't work underwater. No. Okay, so... Okay, I see. I see. I see, I see. I don't like it, but I get it. I understand, but I still don't like. Okay.
Gold card mimics exist by players. You look at this and tell me there is a god.
We'd have to see what it looks like, but I mean that's something to keep in mind.
That is just evil.
Okay, got up here.
Oh,
Okay.
gold coin mimics. Oof. Yes, that'd be.
Yeah, mimics can
That'd be
actually be
nasty.
anything, not just chests.
I mean, they're typically chests because, you know, the greed of, oh, there might be a magic item in there, and then it's just like, you fool, you fell for one of the most basic blunders.
Yeah, also because GM's not creative.
That too, but still, I mean, it's just like a good narrative reason for them to be chests. It's because it's typically something that, you know, adventurers are going to mess with, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, they're more likely to not attack a chest to risk destroying what's inside.
Got
This one is, what the fuck was I thinking? Be me, noob cleric. Be not me, druid and monk. Last chamber of a cave dungeon. Monk, go stealth. Druid, checks for traps. My dumbass. Oh, it's really dark in here. Maybe if we can see, we can find out what's in here. Me, takes out bow, casts light on arrow, then fires into the darkness. You can guess where this is going, JPG.
They just murdered a good NPC.
Oh, attacked by kobolds and guard drakes. Monk falls off a cliff. Druid decides to GTFO. Panic. I start firing off healing spells and attacks out of sheer desperation. Somehow, with some miracle, we managed to survive. Barely. Mostly thanks to the bow that lets me cast our conjure volley once per day. Druid returns after most of the badge are gone and helps finish them off. Calm. One problem. When I get the monk gets hit by 20 arrows from me. Panic. Would help monk only to be nearly killed again by a roper. I'm unconscious and fail 2 death saves. Monk kills roper. They heal me. Lesson learned. Think of consequences before you act. It was even better because he's just like, oof. It's just self-inflicted all around.
Alright, bash now
Seduce.
deals damage. Cool.
Seducing a succubus should require a low roll. Change my mind.
That sounds about right because, you know...
Yeah, the DC
I mean,
to seduce a succubus should basically be anything. Like, you try to seduce a succubus, they're like, ooh, free meal.
Yeah, like that's their whole thing.
Yeah.
Now, convincing a succubus to have fun and not eat you, that's another story.
Yeah.
That would be a very high roll.
Or just be a warlock.
That, don't see how that would be enough.
Warlock has already sold their soul. They don't have it.
But
You
succubi
cannot
don't
steal
drain
something
your
from someone that
soul.
don't have it.
Succubi aren't about your soul, actually. They're about your life force. Which you still got that. Still got plenty of life force for them to eat. Even if you are a warlock. Also, not all warlock deals involve the soul. Some of them are just as simple as they went and collected an item for this entity. Or maybe... Or, could even have been that their great-great-great-great-grandfather sold their soul to get power for their entire family line.
Or just
And you don't even know
stuck
what
it in a
entity your
dragon.
grandparent did the deal with.
Or stuck it in a dragon.
That's for sorcerers, not warlocks. Sorcerers
demon.
come from... that's tieflings. Which could also be sorcerers. Just being in a powerful magical creature does not get warlocks. Okay. Well, next time we will figure out how to get through here. Till then, I've been Alan Steele.
I am Nikora. I'll probably still
Cornelius
be
Lord
that.
Chaos.
Signing out.
See ya.
Ciao.